Good morning. It's February 4th, 2017. I'm back out on the line checking my marten sets this morning. And my first check, I got a nice marten. So, that's good. It's going to be a beautiful sunny day. About 2 inches of fresh snow. And I got a wolverine running right down my snow machine track right here. So, that's exciting. Now here's one of my marten sets, and kind of running low on bait. I don't have any more salmon heads, and so I had halibut the other day, and so I kept this halibut skin and put it in a Ziploc underneath my wood stove until I couldn't stand it anymore. It's stinky, and so I just have a wood screw coming up from the back side on my little set here. I gotta do this one-handed, but basically you can usually just put your bait on that wood screw and it'll hold it. Just like that. And all I had before on this set was an old chunk of, I think it was caribou fat from a caribou I got and left it in the freezer. I always keep all the fat and all the stuff off my animals for bait and for the dog and whatnot. But so he's got halibut, he's got surf and turf, man. He's got halibut and caribou fat. And put the bucket on there. Pull the safeties off the trap. I forgot to notch the side of my bucket. I usually put little notches right here so the springs go up in there, but it's not totally necessary. But anyway, got one marten so far. That wolverine, he came on my track and bypassed, it appears. I don't think he went by any of my wolverine sets, so I don't think we'll see him anytime soon, but or it. So anyway, carry on. Well, two major bummers. They walked right past my trail camera. I mean, literally within, 5 feet. And I didn't take a picture. So, I don't know. Maybe they came through at night and the camera was cold and it didn't trigger quick enough. It's extremely disappointing. There should have been some great pictures really close up, and it's always fun to see what's running around out here, but I don't know, it missed them. Another disappointment here, they were coming right down my snow-go trail, and right up there at that log is where I put a 750 last week, and only one of them walked on the snow-go trail past the trap. The rest of them took my go-around trail. I put a ribbon way out there on my go-around to try to scare them off, try to keep them on the main trail, but I don't know, maybe they didn't see it in time. So I just put another ribbon right there at the beginning of my go-around, hoping that they'll darn sure see it next time and they'll all walk past that 750. I'm not going to walk over there at the 750 and disturb it. I don't know. Maybe the one that went through there, maybe it just didn't step on it. I'm not going to go disturb it. I assume it's still set correctly and should go off, I guess. But, yeah, that's the way it goes with these wolves, man. They're smart, and I don't know. I got one more wolf set up the way, so we'll see. Well, by golly. Kind of strike. That's just 3 strikes today. So they came right down my trail. And there's my 750. I haven't walked over there yet, but one of them stepped on it and popped it. So really don't know Can't explain yet why, but one of them walked right on it, and you can see how one of them, it scared them, and they started, there's a couple of lunge marks up there. So, I don't know. You know, 750 is not the primo wolf trap. Maybe just come up slow through the snow. Maybe I didn't set it perfect. I don't know. Maybe they didn't step on it perfect. A lot of variables. But I guess that was a close one. I guess I need to back up a little farther and I'll reset it, I guess. I don't know. All I can do is reset it. Try again. So, that's the way she goes. So, only got one marten so far, and I think I got one more marten set and one wolverine set. The wolverine never went by any of my sets, so he lucked out. He just didn't go by any of my sets. But good to see the wolves back on the trail. They haven't been out here for, like I said, I think 6 weeks, which is not, usually they come by every 2 or 3 weeks they make a showing. So, anyway. That's why they call it trapping and not catching, I guess. Well, I put some caribou carcass and a caribou hide that I was given by a trapper friend back here, right off my trail. And there it is. And right there is a 750. And I know you really shouldn't put your trap so close to your bait site, because you catch one animal and that's probably it, but I don't know how much more I'll do this season, so if I get something, that's fine with me. So we'll see. Well, I finally made it up into the high country where the wolverines live, and here's my little solar panel and camera set up. It's literally been out there since last, April, whatever that is, 10 months, 9 months. And I did put new batteries in it earlier in the summer, but the batteries are literally still running, 30 some percent charge, because that solar panel brought them back to life with the daylight we're getting now in February. So it was actually taking pictures, I think, I'm sure it was, after sitting since last summer, all through winter, 50 below temperatures. That solar panel got it running again. So pretty incredible. It's a little Moultrie M100. I don't think they make it anymore, but anyway, this is my wolverine spot. I got lots of pictures in the past. I just put a snare on that tree, and I put the caribou carcass hanging off the end, caribou hide. The rib cage is full of duck carcasses, and I chopped up some ducks on the ground there, so there's all kinds of good stuff to eat. And there's wolverine tracks right there. He was just here. Those are his tracks up there. He's been all over the place in his normal. He always comes down this ridge. They do. So yeah, they've been here. Like I said, I just finally got up here for the season. They've been all through here. So this is exciting. I just left my wolverine tree, and here's an old marten set I made last year. Caught a couple marten, and of course the wolverine checked it out. And then he walked over here, and here's a fresh moose antler, but the dirty rat chewed the tips on it. Looks like kind of a nice one. Yeah, that's a beauty. That's a nice paddle. Well, here's another set up in the high country. It's a wooden box I've had up here for a couple years. Headed home. It's been a nice day.